Okay, so we're starting to go live. I guess we're already live. It's just it takes a few seconds. So does anybody want to like do the tribal music, Colin?
Get
I
your
don't know
flute.
how to play music.
Get your flute.
All right. I need to bookmark the jury chat now. All right, cool. So we're at Tribal Council. So welcome everybody to the final 9. You've made final 9. Julian, this is single digits for you for the first time in 7 attempts. What does this mean?
Um,
Oh my God, there's 2 Julians.
no, my laptop decided to turn itself off.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a lot of fun.
No, it's just 1.
It's nice, but like with Will quitting and everything that's gone on, it honestly feels a little hollow.
Yeah.
Like it, yeah, I've made it, but does it really feel like I've earned it? I don't know.
Yeah, Eric, you've also made single digits for the first time. Does this feel earned, or does it feel like you kind of accidented your way into it with last round having the quit?
I'll echo what Julian said. I feel Will's quitting. It was definitely hard because it felt so personal. Well, and I feel like as terms with my game, I feel like maybe, I don't know, I feel with my conversations that I've had that some of them maybe weren't as genuine in the past. And I think I've voiced this with some people. They know who they are. Prefer to keep it quiet because it doesn't really do anything. But I felt like I was not being treated as myself, but as other people's actions and things that they said, including Will and Monty, who I didn't even get to really talk to. So I feel a little conflicted as to whether I deserve to be here. I definitely don't feel very respected. I hope that can change. But I had to voice it here because honestly, I have no idea. I'm just like, I feel really dumb right now.
And for any of the new players, you can decide who answers it. But this is also your first time making single digits, but you haven't ever gotten stuck in double digits before. Does this feel significant that you made single digits, or is it just the same as before, but with less digits?
I mean, every tribal that I make it further feels significant to me. Like every round, I'm like, oh, just one more round, I made it. So single digits isn't necessarily like the cutoff point for me. It's literally just every tribal I feel excited to have made it just a little further in the game.
Mm-hmm. And does anybody feel like they've had an easy time making it here?
5 votes against me last round says no.
It's fair. Yeah, I have a bunch of questions written out because when I try to make them up, they're not very good. Yeah, so at the end of last tribal, Monty called out a few people. Do any of those people want to respond to how they were called out?
I was not at tribal, but I value my friendship with Monty, and it is a game, and I'm sorry. But I know he said something about me. I wasn't even there, so I don't even know to the extent of what he said. I don't know if the tribal's been posted. But I don't know who else was called out. I heard it was just me, but maybe more.
Yeah, there were more people called out, right?
Who else was called out? I wasn't there.
From what I remember, it was just Johnny.
Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. I didn't get to watch it either, and I haven't seen the video yet. Haven't received it.
Glad you had a question about it then.
Well, I wanted to know about it.
Yeah. I think I'll make this my own question. I think that considering I've played 7 seasons and I've also hosted with Monty and a lot of people who play in these games, like for example, when I played in Seychelles, nearly the entire cast had been in a cast with somebody else at some point in time. So like those games like happen, but I think that in every game that everyone plays, what happens in the context of that game is like truly the most important, and that's where my actions came from. And yeah.
And Gabrielle, in terms of the personal lines, like how personal is this game? Like being voted out, how personal is that?
I mean, like, I think people will always take it personal to an extent, because sometimes it is kind of hard to separate game from personal, because especially with little things like this, you know, you can make genuine friendships and you can go into a game with people you're already friends with or become really good friends with them over the course of the game. And I think that's why it makes the game a little bit harder, because you have to separate your game feelings from your personal feelings and try not to let them conflict with each other.
Yeah, and on the topic of the challenge, just to pivot to something else, Adam, you tied with Johnny in last place for not submitting. Was that just that you didn't feel like you could win, or do you feel like you don't need immunity tonight?
I mean, I think I could use immunity any night. I would certainly never just decide not to have it. But no, I didn't think I would win. It's just was not suited for my strengths, I guess. And yeah, I mean, after seeing the performances, I'm certain I wouldn't have beat Colin. So.
Yeah, Colin, do you want everybody to go around and say nice things about you really quick?
Yes.
Okay, Michael, you start.
Maestro.
Does anybody else want to say anything? I don't want to go through everybody.
It was really good. A lot of people had a lot of really, I actually watched like all of the videos within the last like hour, but they were all really, really good. Yeah.
I was shocked by how many instruments just kept coming up.
I didn't even understand Isabel's video until like I watched it twice. But like then like I realized at the end that all the stuff she was saying was going into the big remix that she did in the last like 30 seconds, which I thought was cool. But I didn't get that the first time around. I'd like rewatch it. And Abby has an amazing voice, by the way. And they were all good. Everyone did well, I feel like. But
Yeah, this cast snapped on the talent show, guys. Like
this cast snaps, period.
beauties.
So in the pre-swap, or in the pre-merge of this game, 6 of you were on one of the two swapped tribes, and 3 of you were on the other. Is that going to impact this vote, Benji?
I think it will to an extent, but I also think there's more than just that at play for everyone still here. Like, I think everyone has, like, to a certain extent, like, realized we're in, like, a merged tribe, then not in those, like, separated tribes anymore. So I guess it's just about how much people, like, want to do something. I don't know.
And you're one of the 3 people who have like been together for the whole game, and there's other people in this tribe who haven't spent the whole game on the same tribe as anybody. After the most recent votes, there's Julian, who hasn't been on the same tribe as somebody for the whole time, Eric, Gabrielle, and Colin. All of those people haven't had that for the whole game. Do you think that that's like a significant difference in terms of like having people that you've had with you the whole time versus not?
I think it was a bigger difference probably coming into the merge. But like, it's not non-existent, but like, I definitely think it was like more of a thing, like coming into the swap and coming into the merge when like we were still meeting everyone else and making our own like decisions on who we individually trusted.
Okay. And Isabel, there's been, right now there's 4 members of the original On tribe in the game, 3 of the original Enki, and 2 of the original Enlil. How much are the starting tribe divisions going to matter for this vote? And is like the perceived threat level that comes with On gonna do anything tonight?
Kind of to echo off what everyone else has been saying, I think it's been a while, obviously, since we started on those tribes. So people have formed a lot of different relationships. There are a lot of other things to balance, including like what people have done in this game versus like what supposed like On people succeeded in their past games. So I think it's definitely in people's minds, but I don't know if it's like at the forefront at the moment.
Okay. And this is a question that's open for anybody to answer. Who's going to win this game? Do you guys have somebody that you're going to say is going to win?
Krissa.
You are, Bodhi.
Oh,
We're going to
thank
get you that win, man. I feel so good about it.
Okay,
We're all
wow.
winners when we have fun.
All right. So did I ask everybody questions? All right. So I think that that's enough questions for now. So let's go vote. All right, so the votes are all finalized. Right, everybody's good? Okay. Yeah, so if you have a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Julian. Michael. Julian, that's 2 votes Julian, 1 vote Michael. Abby. Abby, that's 2 votes Julian, 2 votes Abby, 1 vote Michael. 4 votes left. Julian, 3 votes Julian. Michael. Michael. And the third member of our jury, Michael.
Final words.
Yeah, give them.
Well, Monty was right about Benji and Isabel being sneaky, I guess. Since I'm on the jury, I might as well say that my vote will not be going towards like a decent social player that sits at the bottom of their alliance and makes it to the end. I'll vote for whoever makes big strategic moves that position themselves to do well at the end of the game and control their fate to get there, not just somebody nice. Good luck, everyone.
I didn't even.
And you're all
vote.
dead to me. Not actually. Do I lay down?
If you want.
Daddy.
Bye, Michael.
Yeah, so
Y'all.
Let's go, people. Let's
3
get back
people
to
got
camp.
votes.
I actually love that. That's like
Yeah,
kind
that was the most people that have gotten votes all game. Probably will remain the most people that have gotten votes all game because there's not much more room for 4 people getting votes, but we'll see.
Be
So
hopeful.
Krissa should have won.